Hello everyone, it's Shawnee B. Welcome back to the Lost Video Recaps. This one's for episode 9 of season 5 called Namaste. Alright, let's get started with the Fast Reflex Awards.
And boom goes the dynamite.
And I won't explain it again, you guys already know what to do, but I just wanted to apologize to MTG540. Congratulations, you got first, as you can see down here last time, but my Photoshop trial expired, so I wasn't able to put your name at the top of my channel. Again, I apologize. Next week it should, hopefully we'll have another free trial, and then I can put the next winner up there. But again, MTG540, you won, congrats, and you deserve to be mentioned. Alright, just a few announcements. Again, if you don't already know, if you didn't watch last week's video, my new website is up. I'll put the link right down here, www.lostvideorecaps.com. Also put a link to click on the side over there. Go check it out. Got sweet forums up there. Got these videos in high quality so you can see them. And I know a couple of people were asking, so I'll put the links over on the side over there, but I did a couple interviews last week, so if you want to check them out, click over there. And yet again, we have another winner for the Gus's Photo Hunt. Don't know how you guys get these fast, but congrats to L6 Echo. You won last week. I'll put his channel link over there. Go check it out if you like Fringe. He does recaps just like these, so go check him out. Alright, here we go. This episode starts off that night on Flight 316 just before the crash. The turbulence happens, then the flash, then they go through the time storm, and then they find themselves in bright daylight. But during the turbulence, if you go back and watch it, notice Alana. She doesn't look worried at all, like maybe she knows what's going on. The plane stalls and the co-pilot calls out for help on the radio, but all we can hear are the numbers being repeated. It's kind of quiet, so I'll play it for you here. Now if the numbers are the same numbers that Hurley calls out on Danielle's radio a few episodes ago, then that means the timeline that Frank and Son are in, which I'll talk about in just a little bit, must have been altered to the point where Rousseau never recorded her message over the numbers. Remember, Rousseau changed the numbers messaged in the mid-80s to her own French message and actually turned off the entire transmission a couple seasons ago. So with that in mind, it's possible that the timeline they're in now has been altered and somehow must be fixed, which goes against what Eloise, Hawking, and Dan said about whatever happened, and I'll talk about this at the end of the recap. Then they notice the runway, which I've talked about the past few episodes as the one Kate and Sawyer helped build back in season 3. And in the newest podcast, the producers said that it was actually Jacob who told Ben to build the runway. They crash land, and the co-pilot gets death by tree branch. Ouch. In the cabin, all of the Oceanic 5 disappear except for Sun, who's confused and wondering where they all went, as Ben says off in the distance, they're gone. Then we go to 1977. Alright, I've gotten a lot of messages and there's been a lot of confusion for some reason about whether the plane is in 1997 or 2007. And like the picture I just showed, the episode even says 30 years earlier, and then it shows Sawyer and Kate and Jack and Hurley who are in 1977, which means that the plane is in 2007. Also, the runway's built, and as we know, they were building it in 2004. And then another reason is that when Sawyer and Juliet, they go to the beach and they see that their old camp, the one that Flight 815 built on the island, is all tattered and broken, falling apart. And then they see in the canoe there's the Ajira water bottles, so we know that Ajira plane crashed after Flight 815. But you might say, hey, what about night turning into day? Doesn't that mean that we're in a different time now? In a way, I guess, but as we know, going through the time storm, like the helicopter going to and from the freighter, you either gain or lose a few hours, just like Dan's model rocket. So just to clear up that confusion, if you had any doubt for some reason, the plane, Ben, Frank, and Son are in 2007. Now, why is Son stuck in 2007, whereas Jack, Kate, Hurley, and Saeed are in 1977? This is something I'm really not sure about. The simple answer would be that the island needs her, and only her, to do something in 2007 that she's not able to do in 1977, like she has unfinished business or something. According to Eloise, though, if Flight 316 were not recreated as closely to Flight A15 as possible, the results would be unpredictable, and maybe by this,